Hi guys, and welcome back. So today I thought we could try soft speaking for the first time. So far the channel has been exclusively whispering, and I know that soft speaking is also very popular, so I thought I'd give it a try. I don't know if you guys like this or not, so you're gonna have to let me know, and maybe we can do more of it, maybe not. Personally, I've always tended to prefer whispering, but it's not an absolute thing, so what the hey, I'll give it a try. That said, I don't really have much in the way of topics that I wanted to talk about today. One thing I have been thinking about talking about with you guys is, I don't know if I've told you guys this or not, but I listen to a lot of audiobooks, probably like one or two a month, probably closer to two a month, because I listen to them every day on my way to work, and so I have about a half an hour drive each way, so it's about an hour a day. Books are typically 12 to 15 hours, so that puts me at about 2 books or so a month. So I thought I would share some of my thoughts with you guys about one of my recent listens, I guess you would call it. Recently I listened to The Lost World. It's the second Jurassic Park book. Right before that I listened to Jurassic Park, the original, and of course, since I listened to them, I don't have them in hardcover that I can hold up and show you, or else I would. But I thought that the first Jurassic Park I thought was fantastic. I thought it was well done. I thought it made a lot of sense throughout the book. But the second Jurassic Park, Lost World, I was not as impressed with. I thought that the book was a lot more preachy, kind of. Jurassic Park's kind of known for that, I think. Kind of known for being, here's what I think you should believe, or, trying to preach the message of science is out of control and whatever. And, I mean, I'm not that interested in that lesson or whatever, but I thought it was interesting. I didn't think the lesson was interesting, but I thought that the story was very interesting in the first Jurassic Park, and I thought it was well done, well written. It didn't, just beat you over the head with it, whereas the second book I felt was much more heavy-handed with it, and I didn't like it as much because of it. Additionally, the second book had this tendency where a character would be in the middle of explaining something, and suddenly, out of nowhere, they would something would happen, and they'd be in the middle of the sentence, and then boom, something would happen over there, and they would just stop right before they actually explained the part that you've been waiting for. And so there were just a lot of times where you didn't really get an explanation of things, or key conversations were cut off, leaving you kind of wondering, but not in a good way. And so I didn't like that. It happened probably a dozen times throughout the book, which, sorry about that. My neighbor decided to run the sink, and the pipes are right there. So hard to point in the camera behind you and know where it's going to point or whatever. That's neither here nor there. So it was very annoying in the book how that kept happening over and over, and conversations kept getting cut off. Another thing that I didn't like as much about the second one was in the first one. I trust most of you know the premise of Jurassic Park, but without spoiling anything, if you haven't, the first one, I felt the plot really got going fairly quickly, at a normal pace of a book, and you got into the story. Things were progressing. There was a rising action, a climax, following, the typical book arc. Whereas in The Lost World, it kind of felt like there wasn't ever a clear conflict or anything. Kind of felt like the characters went and did some stuff, and then they stopped doing stuff, and there wasn't as much of a clear, why they're doing what they're doing. It kind of seemed like most of the trouble that they were in was because they had kind of chosen to be in a situation which left them in trouble or whatever. They could have been much more easily avoided, and so I didn't find it as compelling as the first book. So that's kind of most of, I guess, what I thought about those books. I don't think I had too much else to say about them. I thought that the narrator of the books, I believe it was the same person for both of them, didn't blow me away, didn't disappoint me either, though. I've listened to quite a lot of audiobooks, I feel like, at this point, so I feel like I have a decent ability to comment on that, and for me, if it's a bad narrator, it can ruin a book. If it's a fantastic narrator, it can really take it to the next level. I didn't think that this narrator was really either category. I thought that they just kind of, or he was just kind of right in the middle. That's perfectly fine. So right now I have just started a new book, so if you'd like to read along, awesome. I'm listening to Shada, I believe it's pronounced. It's a Doctor Who book. This will be my second Doctor Who book that I've listened to. The name of the first one escapes me. After I finish this book, I plan to listen to City of Death, which just came out. As I recall, they are both written by Douglas Adams, who I'm told wrote the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. So far, Shada's pretty good, but if you've enjoyed this, if you'd like to hear more of this, let me know in the comments. Leave a like. If you disliked it, didn't like this, that's fine too. Let me know why, or just tell me you didn't like it. And also, let me know what you think of the soft speaking. Am I doing okay at it? Would you like more of it? Would you prefer I just stick to whispering? But there's been a couple of requests, and so I thought I'd give it a shot. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this, and have a good night.